welcome back to Planet Ascension. Today we're going to be making a recipe from Mommytang for her stir-fried cucumbers. And when I first watched this, I was like, you're stir-frying cucumbers? Like, what the hell? But it looks really good, looks really simple, and I'm going to make it for me and my mom for dinner. Excuse any background noise, I'm in my parents' house obviously, so any other things that are going on are still going to happen while I'm making a video, so let's get to it. Alright, so since none of the pickling cucumbers were at the store, I don't think they're even in season, I'm using the English long cucumbers today. She said not to use like the regular salad cucumbers, that probably won't taste as good, but I'm assuming you can still use them. And I'm going to leave the skins on, so I'm going to go ahead and chop these up and put them into the bowl, and we'll be right back. Okay, is that focused? Yeah. So after you've cut up your cucumbers, you're going to go ahead and put some sea salt over the top of them, and then just kind of stir them around. So let's see if I can do this with one hand. I think I can. No, I got it. Yeah. Just a little bit, and then you're just going to mix them all in. So mix them all in, and what you want to do is let them sit for 10 to 15 minutes. So once you've mixed them, whoops, I'm dropping them all over the place. Once you've mixed all the salt in, you're just going to set the whole bowl aside for 10 to 15 minutes, and then we're going to make a dipping sauce at the same time. Alright, so while the cucumbers are sitting aside, we're going to go ahead and make a dipping sauce to dip them in when they're all done. So we're going to use some agave nectar. We're going to use some gochujang, which is actually a fermented red pepper paste. I got this at a Korean market. But if you don't have this, you can use like cayenne instead, or because this is just kind of an optional ingredient, but it tastes really, really good. I actually got this at Wegmans if you have a Wegmans grocery store in your area, but I know you can also order it online. Super delicious. We're going to use some liquid aminos, which is basically a soy sauce, raw apple cider vinegar, and some sesame seeds that I toasted earlier today. So we're going to open up the gochujang, which if I can do it with one hand, I will. There we go. That's what it looks like inside. We got a cucumber thief. That's my dad, that's my mom. Say hi. Hello. So yeah, we're gonna take, I don't know, like a spoonful or two and put it in the bowl. I'll probably do 2 spoonfuls maybe. One more. Spoonful and a half. Alright, and then you're going to mix in that, something sweet. Now if you don't have agave, you can use coconut sugar, coconut nectar, whatever you want. So kind of drizzle it just to cover the top. Alright, and then to that you're going to do a little squirt of liquid aminos. But you can also use like tamari, soy sauce, whatever you have. Alright, so I'm just going to do a couple squirts on top there. And then you can either use fresh lemon juice, but I'm lazy. And I'm just going to put in some vinegar, which is also really good in this. So just a little splash will do. You can use less or more on any of these things, depending on the taste. And then Mommytang would always say, you have to have sesame seeds. Protein, protein, protein. So I'm just going to put maybe like 2 handfuls in there. And then we're going to see if I can successfully stir this one-handed. Super deep red from the gochujang pepper paste. It smells really good. I'm so excited. So mix that up really good. And this will be kind of relatively spicy. This particular brand isn't like killer spicy. Some of them are pretty hot. But this is probably like moderate. Alright. So this is kind of a little thick. And I think what I might do is just add a little bit more soy sauce in there. Cool. Alright, beautiful. So we're going to set this aside. And I have one more thing I'm going to make to have on the side with this before I stir fry the kimchi, or not the kimchi, before I stir fry the cucumbers. So I'm going to go ahead and get some rice that I made earlier, and we're going to make little rice balls to put on the side. So put this aside, and I'm going to go get the rice. So my rice that I had made earlier, isn't super sticky. So what I'm doing to make little balls is I'm just sticking my hands in some water and then forming little balls in my hands. And here's some examples of ones I did already. So basically, once you get a little rice ball made, you're just gonna stick it in some sesame seeds and roll it around and stick it on your plate. So very simple. I'm just gonna make up the rest of these and I will be right back. Alright, so we're gonna do the cucumbers next, and we're just gonna use a little bit of toasted sesame oil. It's gonna give it a really good flavor, and we're just gonna put in, not a lot, like maybe a tiny bit more. And then we're just gonna crank this to like a medium-high heat, and then wait for it to heat up. Alright, in the meantime, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these and we're gonna squeeze them. Because what we kind of did was we got the salt in the cucumbers just to kind of draw the water out. So as you're taking some to put them in the pan, what you want to do is you just want to squeeze out as much water as possible. See how they're all watery? Maybe just take a few at a time actually. Just get out as much water as you can. And probably could wait for this to heat up first, but ain't nobody got time for that, so we're just gonna put them in. So I'm gonna go ahead and squeeze the rest of these and stick them in the pan, and then we're gonna start stir frying. Alright, so we have all the cucumbers in here, and basically they're not gonna really get like browned or anything, but we're just gonna stir fry them up for about 5 minutes or so, just so they get kind of soft and tender. And then what we're gonna do at the end, there's not too many things that you add to this. You could add like garlic powder or black pepper if you want to, but I love the sauce that you dip it in so much that I don't think you really need that, but totally add whatever you want to. And just keep on stirring them up. And at the very end, I'm going to go ahead and toss in some more sesame seeds on top, because you can't have enough sesame seeds. And that'll give it kind of like a nice nutty crunch. And sesame is kind of the theme of the day. Sorry, cucumber, sesame took you over. So I'm going to stir these up for just a few more minutes, and then I'm going to put them back. We rinsed out the bowl here, so I'm going to throw those back in there, and then we'll get ready to serve it up in just a few minutes. These are all finished. I actually just ran them through a strainer real quick after they were done cooking, just to get any liquids out of there, because sometimes the water kind of draws out of them while they're cooking. So I'm just going to top them up with a little more sesame. Give them a little nutty flavor crunch. And these are basically ready. So I'm gonna go ahead and just set these all together and just maybe grab some kimchi and put it all together. Alright, so this is the finished product, you guys. So we've got the dipping sauce in the middle with some sesame rice balls and the stir-fried cucumber, and we're just gonna give them a try right now and see how they are. If I can grab one. We're gonna do the old-fashioned stab when you can't do it. So we're just gonna put some into the sauce, and it's really slippery. Ready? That's really good. Oh my god. It doesn't taste like a cucumber anymore. It tastes just like a zucchini or something. So I hope you guys give this a try. And go check out Mommytang's YouTube channel. She's got so many amazing vegan Korean recipes that I'm going to be making a lot more of. And I will see you next time. Bye.